I have one of those videos for you. Now, real quickly before we start and get into this, I'd like to say the reason I don't really sound like up to making this video isn't because I'm not, because I like making these type of videos. I like reviewing these things and sharing my reactions with you guys. The problem is, I just got up like 20 minutes ago and took a shower. So yeah, I have a pretty messed up sleep schedule, depending on when you watch this. But, ooh, okay, that was weird. Anyways, let's start off with the Symmetra, which everyone has been talking about and has been seeing on the PTR. Now, I was actually curious about this teleporter. Like, I'm not going to go over each ability, I'm just going to show you guys and basically give my input on it. Now, from what I've seen, it's pretty cool, and it works similar to Reaper's teleport,
My teleporter is online.
except that it works for everyone, and oh wow, you actually have to press something. That's something I did not know. Alright, so it's more like activation teleporter instead of the old one where you just go right through it and like it does it whether you want it or not. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm guessing you can, yeah, it is like Root teleport. Like, see, let's see if we can get it up there.
Teleporter online. We move
Yeah,
swiftly.
there we go. Oh, geez, that teleport button is gonna get some taking used to. And what I find cool is you can use it both ways. So this gives Symmetra a huge advantage, like with mobility. Oh, gee, I have no idea. I keep lagging. I don't know what's happening. Now her orbs, from what I've seen, and what, yeah, they do a lot. Well, they don't do as much damage, and some that I like is that they don't go through people anymore. They just stop after they hit one person.
All according to
Although they do move faster, and I think they do a little less damage than they did before. I'm gonna have to test that. So, if I can remember, the old ones at full charge did like something over like 100 or something. Okay, so no, the damage looks like it does the same, but it stays on one person, and if you didn't see before, it has a little bit of a splash. And the splash range kind of remind me of Tracer's Pulse Bomb, so people have to be pretty close together. And I'm pretty sure that they're not going to stand by. And as you've seen, they do travel faster, but I don't think they travel any faster than a Pharaoh rocket. So pretty easy to dodge, in my opinion, unless you're all like clumped up into a very tight space. Now here. Okay. So yeah, as you guys can see, it is the or not teleporter, the turret. Uh, Deployment is like launch. I'm gonna say like it projectiles now. That stick. And I wish that you could see how much health these things have, because then I could really show you. Alright, now we have our ultimate up, and as many of you have seen, it basically does a huge barrier that covers, I think, the entire map. So this is gonna basically stop any flankers trying to do any like long range thing. And I feel like it's super effective against Torbjorns. Because if you put this up directly in front of a turret, you and your team can like push all the way up, and the Torbjorn would have to reposition and move his turret. Because look at this. Look how far that goes. It's basically the entire map. Alright. I'm getting sidetracked to myself. Now, I don't think that there were any other update to this, but I do have my phone out and I'm on a page that's talking about the update. So let's look over here. Comic can now be heard 25% further away. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty good. Let's see. A lot of it is very like wordy and talks about like what I want to say miscellaneous stuff. I'm curious about how much this charges with those three turrets just non-stop attacking those bots. So we're gonna do that while I look through this. Career profile updated and inspire update percentage. All right, so we're gonna have to look at that. And then it talks about the Symmetra Overwatch 2.5 update added a scoped critical hit accuracy statistic for Widowmaker on the career profile. Okay, so that basically what I think is a how many like the headshot percentage or something like that, maybe. Career profiles will no longer be public by default. Okay, so I've actually seen a lot of videos labeled should profiles be private, and in my opinion, I don't believe that they should because taking a page from like Stylosa and like people who like review other people's
Know your place.
gameplay, it's good to see who people play a lot and are good at. That way, if something's not working out, you can say, hey, can you go this person? I see that you have pretty good hours on them. And basically, by making them private, you're basically giving people an excuse saying, no, no, I'm not good at them. Like, I'm not going to tell you my hours on them, but you're not, I'm not going to say you're good at them. Or whatever. Alright, arcade updates. Symmetra can now be played in 1v1 dual game modes. Does that mean she couldn't be before? That's very confusing. Hero changes in this. Doomfist Meteor Strike, bonus movement speed from 150 to 200. Okay. Best defense, a shield gain increased from 30 to what? Oh, this is all Doomfist. So base shield gain increased from 30 to 35 for normal abilities, so he can increase his passive shields faster. McCree's Deadeye, the range is increased from 70 meters to 200 meters. Okay, he's gonna be shooting people across the map. Alright, Orisa's Supercharger cost has been reduced by 15%, so that's not gonna be bad. And then it lists all of the Symmetra things, and this actually reminded me about her primary fire. Alright, they did decrease her ammo from, I think it was 100 or 200 before. And I think the reason for this is they have now increased the damage, and it's more like a Zarya beam. It doesn't lock on. Let's see how long this thing hits. Okay, now, if you're hitting a Roadhog with this, with his health and increased damage on this, I don't think he's gonna live. Although I do believe it does more damage, but I don't think that it's gonna be that deadly anymore, seeing as how you have to, what's it called, lock on to one person and stay on them in order for it to charge. Because look at this, if you're a squishy, say like a Soldier or Reaper or something, and you're being hit by this, unless they have good tracking, you should be able to avoid it. Although the turrets now do a lot more damage too. So for Genji players like myself who hate Symmetras, I think it makes her a little easier to deal with. But if she has her turrets up and next to her, you are gonna have your hands full fighting them. All right, let's keep looking through this. Sentry turret. Okay, this is all Symmetra. Oh wow, the only updates were to Symmetra, Doomfist, and Orisa. Now map updates. Horizon Lunar Colony. It basically what I will probably show you guys if I'll just start up a game or whatever, but it's very weird. Alright, fixes. I almost said fistes. Fixed a bug that prevented loading screen from displaying the game mode. Alright. Caused capture point UI to display capture progress as 100 before a point was captured. Okay, I've seen that before, or something similar to it, and it was like a long time ago. For some reason, the capture point progress thing, it kept going from like 70 to like 20 to 100 to 100 to like 50. I had no idea what was going on. Alright, AI fixed a bug that allowed Somberbot to continue hacking health pack if the ability was disabled in a custom game. Alright. Alright, bug fixed with Ana. Fixed a bug that prevented Ana's nap time achievement from being gained when interrupting Moira's coalescence. Alright, in my opinion, if you're going for that achievement, I wouldn't go for someone like Moira with such a small hitbox. I just hit my mic. I'd probably go for someone like Roadhog or possibly Reinhardt. That way, because when they do their ult, it's big and you could tell when it's happening. All right. Uh, on a sleep dart effect to persist on afflicted target after
All
changing
according to plan.
wait, after changing heroes. I'd that's that's odd because from what I can tell and from what I get from this is people. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh, sorry. From what I get from this is Anna somehow slept somebody in their spawn. That person changed and they didn't wake up. Jeez, I have. Call me Sneezy Steve.
Imagination.
Alright, Bastion fixed a bug that prevented McCree's flashbang from interrupting Bastion's configuration. Alright, that's very interesting, because if I ever get the chance and there's an ulting Bastion in front of me, I have to try that as McCree. Bastion's tread to disfire when he was frozen. Wait, what? Oh, disfigure. Okay, so that was just basically graphical. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff with Bridget that I'm not gonna get into. Wow, there are a lot of updates to or bug fixes to people who I don't even play. God, I think they did it to everyone. Jeez, there's all of it. Okay, here we go. Maps. Move rockets and Zarya's primary fire from popping balloons. Was that really such a big deal? On Blizzard World, there's balloons that you can pop if you like shoot them. Apparently, there was a bug that Zarya and Soldier couldn't pop them. Never seen that. And basically, all the rest is like minor stuff. But let's ignore all that because I do want to go and test out this find game feature. So let's look at this. This person look for competitive queue with mics, but it doesn't say what. All right, that's what really gets me confused. People wanting to do competitive and other things, but you don't know what level those people are. Oh wow, look at this. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Look. And that lock feature. Like, let me see. Alright, see. I think. I need to do some research later, but I'm pretty sure that the numbers next competitive is what level, maybe? Like, this is all my guessing. This is all me guessing. And, ooh. And what really kind of gets me angry is if there's that lock feature, you cannot play any other hero in that category. So imagine that your team's being super wiped upon, and let me think. How can I say this? Your team's getting wiped, and you need to get people on the point fast. So people want to switch to high mobility characters. Say a tank want to go Lucio to get there faster. A support wants to go Tracer to get there faster. They can't because they're locked in that hero. Look. Alright, here we go. Comp, Diamond, Mike. Comp, Mike needed. Alright, they say Mike here, but there is no Mike symbol. So that means it's not required. Alright, Toxic Blade. Alright, so what I like about this is they're basically it gives you like a little heads up and highlight of the group before you actually commit and play to it. And not only that, but it gives you like the hero slots available. So say that you want to play an attack, and you just go there. You can go attack because if you can see on the far right of it, the attack position is available. And it also helps because if you go here and you want to find, say, somebody who's a healer and like will be a healer, as you can see there, that healer slot is open. So they're waiting for someone who can heal to go there. So that's actually pretty interesting. Not to mention, I feel like this is better than the stay as team option because not only does it give people who are looking for a team or group to play with to actually go here and do it, it also makes it so that you know what you're getting into. You know like what people play and what they want you to play as. And not to mention, what I hate is if somebody says, "Hey, let's play as a team," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." That person seems like very good at the game and like might be fun to play with. They won't have a mic. Like they'll send you a friend request, say, "Hey, let's do this, this, this," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I want to hear what you sound like." And what I was put in that position before. Like I joined and I'm like, I want to talk to this person. Like maybe we can like I don't know do achievement hunting or something. So I actually sent him like, hey, do you have a mic? Plug it in. No response. I sent him again like 5 minutes later. Do you have a mic? He does respond, but he says I have no mic. I'm just like, this is gonna be a boring game for me because I already plugged in my mic and it was shown that I'm talkative. So I'm just like, I have to get out of this somehow. And I remembered he sent me a friend request, but I didn't accept it. So I'm thinking, just gonna back up, leave, and that's basically what I did. But yeah, that's basically what this thing fixes. It basically gives you a team that you can play with, and basically other stuff. Now let's go into the profiles because it said that something like they changed something. Like it's no longer what's it called? Privated or something. That's very confusing. Alright, it doesn't look any different from anything I've seen. Just player icons. That's very confusing. I must say. It's very confusing. Okay, well, that's something I did not mean to do. But yeah, I'm not sure what up there to say. There has been like minor bug fixes with some heroes and things like that. They merged attack and defense, so there's that. I'm I'm I have nothing else to say basically, other than the symmetry change, which is huge and a huge game changer her because things can go through it. I'll let you guys look up videos about that. I'm not gonna go through everything. It's gonna be pretty interesting and probably a pain to fight. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry if this thing was a little bit short and a little bit different from what I usually do. But it's an update and I like to share my input with you guys. Anyways, it's just Gus signing off. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, I'm gonna go play this game and see what groups I can find.